And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the other side.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapted. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the RPO, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And when you run screens, it's important that your quarterback buy time, so you can get those linemen out in front and try to really set up the screen. He bought time to the last possible minute, took it on the kisser, but made the completion.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long.
22 to the water.
Looking to pass. It's good. Hauls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. Powers through the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Unloads it left. By himself, he makes the grab. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's good. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now sliding to his left. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's good. Touchdown, Georgia! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Now on the move. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense, man. Such a great situation on 1st down, gaining all that yards, almost got a 1st down, and then 2nd down and 3rd down, you just don't execute and then go backwards. This offense is stuck in reverse instead of trying to fall forward, get a 1st down, do something positive.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Auburn lines up quickly.
The offense hasn't scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Got his man on the outside. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Brings him to the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Good. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Finding open areas. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Georgia going up tempo. Off-play action on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Good. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker is Matthews. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 15. They'll immediately call timeout. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Good. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Good. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. With the catch, it's Matthews. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dances away. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Going to the running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll run it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's good. Under fire. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And he used that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Crosses to 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Rides the back on the option, the give. Turning it on! Touchdown Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. Man, they got to do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. On target. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Out of bounds at the 43. Second down.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Dyer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got it in the middle. It's Turbin.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
A first down run in the red zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right